Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Griefdrums, and welcome to another episode of Top 3 Tips of the Week. I want to start off by saying I know I've been AWOL for this. I know that I haven't had a Top 3 Tips of the Week, and when it's called Top 3 Tips of the Week, there really should be more videos. Long story short, between Christmas and then coming back to work and trying to fit family life in and everything, it's been absolutely manic lately. So I'm finally catching up and I'm finally starting to get there. So I can only apologise, but we are back at it today, and I've got some really nice tips that I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys. So just because we haven't had one for a while, if you want to get involved, you can head on over to my Discord, my Twitter, my Facebook. All of the links are going to be down in the description below. Send me any videos, any tips, any images, anything you have, and hopefully your tip can make it into a future episode. But without any further ado, let's get straight into them.
Circle, and I'm gonna try and see if I can get an angle on these windows. That must be possible.
I mean, Zeranik was watching on the sidelines.
Oh, Macy. This is nice. Ash is in A. He's jumped out. Jumped out. Let's go.
So as you saw there, this first one was actually a Zeranik clip. This was taken from his live stream, and it is a beast. It is really cheeky. You can defend the balcony windows from 2 floors away on Consular. This is it's just mental. I mean, I don't know how this guy's mind works, but it's really impressive. So, as you can see, by impacting just in front of the bomb upstairs, by impacting this hatch here, I mean, you could potentially do it with a shotgun. You can sit all the way down here in the actual cafeteria and watch both of those balcony windows. Dom is just about to jump in on this right-hand window here, and the second he vaults in, you can clearly see it is perfectly lined up with his head. It couldn't be any more perfect. At that specific moment in time, he actually said, "Fuck, that is filthy." And I think he's exactly right. It's really, really nice. It's really cheeky. If you're off roaming and you're a couple of floors away waiting to do run-outs from the yellow stairs, for example, if they're rappelling on the console office, this puts you into a really strong position. If you get a call that they are pushing the balcony windows, you can actually, do something about it rather than just being 2 floors away saying, "I can't do anything right now. There's no way I can get a line of sight from where I am." Well, now you can. I mean, you don't have to sit there holding this angle. You can have someone playing here, but anyone trying to push in through this window is currently going to be worrying about the left and all the way through there in the connector, the right from the admin office and those white stairs, the table in front of them, and this hole just in front. That's a lot of ways to try and cover and a lot of ways to try and play against. So yes, you can rappel, but this is a pretty nice spot and hopefully you can get some use out of it.
Just looking down those preset holes, and he's just unable to find anyone below.
I mean, it was a nice idea, but he couldn't save his man in the kitchen, so it became completely worth it.
So as you saw there, this was from the G2 and Mockit game. It was a really, really positive game as far as tips and tricks goes. There were some really nice little ideas and stuff there. And I want to showcase a couple of them with you today. I know this is top 3 tips of the week. We're actually going to do 4 because I wanted to show 2 of these. They're pretty much in the same vein. But as you can see, if you open that wall just behind me and then go ahead and shotgun all of this floor just in front, this was a way that Mockit were pretty much trying to control these white stairs, or at least get a visibility of anyone that was pushing up them. So once you've shotgunned all of this, you don't have to open it up too much, but just to get enough of a line of sight, go ahead and reinforce the wall in the kids' dorms. And once that is done, you want to go ahead and set up your normal rotations as most teams would have them. From there, as you can see, I can clearly see anyone that's pushing up the white stairs. I can potentially tag them, and that's with a reflex sight. If you put someone with an ACOG there, you're going to have a field day. But anyone trying to push up those stairs, even if you miss all of your shots, you have really good intel that they are coming up those white stairs, and you can affect the game in that way. Anyone trying to push up the white stairs, again, you're creating another angle for them to try and cover, and that makes things really difficult when you're trying to push. Certainly as an attacker, if you're trying to get up these stairs, you're going to be trying to cover that single door up there. You're going to be worried about people running out from there, and for someone to be on your left, that's another angle to be scared of. We tried messing around with a mirror and put a mirror on there just to see what the line of sight was. You don't necessarily need to be mirror playing behind it. But as you can see, from the relative safety of this, I can keep an eye on those stairs and I can light people up. I can just peek out and land a few shots.
Later on in the round for potential denial. And this is something that we were talking about.
So as I said, this is a bit of a 2-for-1 special. You will have seen in that last clip, Junus was actually playing this spot as mirror. If you blink, you will miss it during the game. Now, I know most of you are thinking, well, that mirror spot there, everyone knows about that. That's quite common. It's a good way to protect the bedroom. Yes, it is. But the really interesting thing that he had set up was this. He shotgunned all of the floor just in front of the mirror so he could keep an eye on the double door downstairs. Now, we tried it crouching down, and in hindsight, it was actually better standing. I should have just watched the pros. I didn't pay enough attention to it the first time round. You can do it at a crouched mirror, but realistically speaking, standing actually gives a lot better line of sight. But as you can see, as Dom is trying to push in through the downstairs double door, I can keep an eye on him. And this is going to work for both upstairs, downstairs. Anyone trying to push the hatch, you could potentially apply pressure from here, although I would leave a rotate hole behind you to get away. But hey, if this tip is good enough for G2, it is definitely something you should be adding to your arsenal. So the final tip for today's video is going to be over on the west side of Cafe, this machine room window or mining room window, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people try to push here, whether it's a Blackbeard or, someone just trying to apply pressure from this specific window to cut off rotations. But there is a really, really nice angle you can hold on here that a lot of people may not know about. Now I'm going to go ahead and set up a drone here just so you can see exactly what I'm looking at. And I'm going to head over to this spot here. As you saw there, I shot my drone out. This is a really cheeky angle. This isn't one that I would sit here and hold for the entirety of the game because you do have to worry about windows like this. But this is a really, really good spot for late game. If you're a roamer, you're pushing back up towards the site and you want to get a line of sight onto that window because you know they're going to be pushing in real soon. If you're playing as a dock, a rook, you can hold this angle. And you've also got the opportunity to light up the window on the right. It is a very, very tight angle. And for anyone to actually spot you, they're going to have been holding an angle through that window for an extended period of time to spot you. You can't do it crouched. You can't do it lying down. But certainly for anyone that sticks their head to that window, if you're holding this angle with an ACOG, they are going to have a really, really bad day. I'm afraid that's it for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed these tips. Let me know which one was your favourite down in the comments below. As I said at the beginning, I do apologise that I have been away a little bit for these videos. I will try and get more done. I will try and keep up to date. But as I said in the intro, if you want to get involved, send me all of your tips across. It doesn't matter how bad you think it might be. If you watch something from the pro leagues and you happen to see something that you think, actually, that's a pretty cool idea, send it across. Send me a clip. Send me anything you've got. Even if it's just, look at this game on YouTube, here's the link. And then, put in the time that I need to look at that video for what I'm looking for. I'm more than happy to spend the time doing the research because I want to constantly learn in this game. And by doing this and analysing games, I think you really can benefit from it. If you did enjoy this video, please consider hitting that thumbs up. If you don't already, make sure to subscribe for all things Rainbow Six. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay reckless and relentless.